That bad sake you tried was not actually bad sake. You likely experienced a storage issue like heat or light. Most beginners believe that sake is naturally smelly or harsh. It is not your fault that the taste was distorted. Today, I will show you 5 fixes for these traps, so you get a safer first pick every time. I am a certified sake sommelier and a pharmacist. Let's start. You feel stuck at the shop because of kanji labels. Most people think they hate sake because of common mistakes. Think of this as your sake audit report. 1 visual, the 5 mistake audit. The smell trap is caused by light and heat. The freshness trap happens when fruity signals are lost. The additive trap involves added sugars and acids. The temperature trap burns your throat and nose. The salt trap is accidentally drinking salty cooking sake. It shows 5 icons representing smell, date, ingredients, heat, and salt. Stop guessing. Today we fix all 5. The most important principle is to avoid distorted sensory signals. Sake is a delicate brewed drink, not a strong spirit. We will build a safe checking system with 3 rules. Rule 1 is to investigate the freshness of the bottle. Rule 2 is to filter labels for a high-quality start. Rule 3 is to master the science of serving temperature. These rules will stop the sake trauma you are feeling. Rule 1. Become a freshness investigator. Check the bottling date and the storage environment before buying. Many beginners pick a bottle because the label looks beautiful, but the most beautiful bottle can contain damaged sake inside. Look for the manufacturing date, usually printed on the back. Pick the newest bottle you can find to ensure freshness. Direct sunlight creates light-struck odors that smell like skunk. Warm storage speeds up stale sulfur notes called Heinka. 1 visual, the freshness check map. It shows the bottling date and dark glass bottle. Example: Sophia was searching for a special bottle for a dinner with friends. Under the bright shop lights, she spotted a clear bottle with a modern label. This looks so clean and fresh, she thought, picking it based on intuition alone. But at the party, the moment she opened it, the smell was not fruity, but like burnt rubber. The clear bottle was vulnerable to light, and the store's lamps had caused nikoshu, or light-struck odor. Sophia felt embarrassed in front of her friends and realized she had wasted her money on dead sake. If you know the scientific checklist, you can easily avoid this tragedy. Check the back label and pick the newest manufacturing or bottling date. Avoid clear bottles, choose brown or green glass, which provides stronger protection against light. Never pick from a room temperature shelf, always choose from the refrigerator. Today, Sophia confidently selects fresh bottles that smell like real fruit. Why not start by checking the bottling date on the label of the sake you have at home right now? Many people think old sake is like matured wine. This is a mistake because most sake is for fresh drinking. Only bottles labeled as koshu are meant to be aged. Checking the date is your best defense against bad odors. Safe default, pick a green or brown bottle from a refrigerator. Say this: when was this bottle bottled? Check the date on the back label right now. Rule 2. Filter the label for a high-quality start. If you want a safer first pick, start with Tokute Meisho Shu. A large share of sake is futsushu, or table sake. This category often includes added ingredients like sugar or acid. These additives can hide the flaws of low-quality rice. Premium categories like Junmai or Ginjo have much stricter rules. They focus on the natural quality of the rice and water. 1 visual, the quality comparison table. It shows premium sake on the left and table sake. A is for premium category, which uses pure ingredients. B is for table sake, which may use extra additives. If you want a cleaner experience, pick A. If you want a cheap cooking style, pick B. Example: Luca stood in front of a shelf in Europe, overwhelmed by a wall of complex kanji labels he couldn't understand. Feeling too stressed to ask the staff for help, he grabbed a cheap random bottle simply because the price seemed like a safe bet. He hoped for an authentic experience but made a risky choice based on price alone, rather than the quality of the ingredients. During dinner, the sake tasted cloying and artificial, making his meal pairing feel very unpleasant. This category, often called futsushu or table sake, may include added ingredients like sugar and acidulants to hide the flaws of lower-quality rice. The next morning, he woke up with a heavy stomach and felt that sake was nothing more than a low-quality industrial drink. To ensure a premium experience with a clean finish, follow these simple auditing steps. Scan the label specifically for the words Junmai or Ginjo. Turn the bottle over and check the ingredient list for rice. And rice koji only. Avoid bottles that list sugar or acidulants, as these are often used for volume and taste adjustment. By filtering for these categories, you can enjoy the pure, natural taste of the rice. As a first step today, try looking up the kanji for Junmai, so you can recognize it instantly on your next trip. Are you also letting the stress of kanji labels push you toward a low-quality choice? Safe default. Look for the words Junmai or Ginjo on labels. Say this, do you have any Junmai shu? If you want, I put a simple one-page cheat sheet in the description. Rule 3. Master the science of the Goldilocks Zone. Match the temperature of the sake to its specific style. Extreme temperatures often hide the best flavors of the rice. Our taste buds react differently to heat because of science. A receptor called TRPM5 makes us perceive sweetness more strongly. If you heat low-quality sake, it becomes sickly sweet. If you chill premium sake too much, the aroma disappears. High heat also releases ethanol vapor, which can burn you. One visual, the flavor temperature scale. It shows how heat changes sweetness and aroma. Example, on a chilly night in Asia Oceania, May wanted a cozy drink to help her relax and warm up. She decided to heat her sake, but instead of using a thermometer, she followed the risky intuition that hotter is better. She placed her cup in the microwave and heated it until it was nearly boiling, hoping for a steaming, comforting treat. The moment she leaned in for a sip, a sharp chemical sting hit her nose, making her eyes water. Because the temperature was far too high, the alcohol vaporized, aggressively, turning a delicate brewed drink into what felt like a burning solvent. This painful experience left her convinced that she hated all warm sake, and that it was a punishment rather than a pleasure. To turn warm sake into a truly soothing experience, you simply need to find the Goldilocks zone where the flavors come alive. Aim for 40 degrees Celsius 104 F. This activates a sweetness sensor in your mouth, called TRPM5, making the rice taste naturally deep and honey-like. Use a gentle water bath instead of a microwave. Soak your bottle in a bowl of hot water to ensure even, controlled heating. Stay below 50 degrees, keeping the temperature moderate. Prevents the alcohol from turning into a painful vapor. Now May enjoys the rich, comforting sweetness of perfectly warm Junmai on every cold night. Your first step today is to try warming a small glass in a bowl of hot water. For just 2 minutes, just don't let it boil! Are you also missing out on amazing flavors by making your sake way too hot? Safe default start at 15 degrees C for aromatic Ginjo styles. Say this, can I have this slightly chilled? Be careful not to confuse cooking sake with drinking sake. Cooking sake often has added salt to avoid alcohol taxes. Drinking salty sake is a very common and unpleasant mistake. Quality sake can still change quickly after you open it. Refrigeration helps, and you should finish it within 1 week. Always ask the staff if you feel lost or confused. Drink plenty of water between glasses to stay hydrated. Before you go, if sake still feels confusing, that's normal. Most beginners guess and end up disappointed. I want you to feel calm and confident with sake, so you can enjoy the moment, not the label. On this channel, I explain sake in simple English. As a certified sake sommelier, I share practical tips you can use today. How to drink sake, how to choose sake, and how to enjoy it even more. So if you want to feel confident with sake, please subscribe. And if this video helped you, please hit like and leave a comment. Tell me what you're eating today. Sushi, yakitori, or something else. And I'll tell you the safest taste word to try.
Thank you for watching sake visually. Subscribe for more visual sake guide. And now, kanpai.